Poultry often gets crowned as the safe meat, especially for people worried about heart health, cholesterol, or uric acid levels. Compared to red meat, it's certainly a step in the right direction, but don't let the health halo fool you into thinking you can eat endless amounts of chicken without consequence. Because while it's true that lean cuts of poultry like skinless chicken breast are lower in purines than, say, beef liver or lamb shank, this doesn't make it a free pass for unlimited consumption. There's still a purine price to pay, especially if you're choosing the wrong cuts, piling on portions, or going heavy on preparation methods that ramp up inflammation. First off, not all chicken is created equal. White meat, especially skinless breast, does tend to have lower purine content. But dark meat, think thighs, drumsticks, and wings, comes with higher levels. And then there's the chicken skin, often crisp to perfection and irresistibly seasoned. Unfortunately, it's not just fat. It contains moderate purines, inflammatory fats, and often carries residues from whatever it was cooked in, oils, marinades, and preservatives that can sneak in extra sodium and sugar. So, if you're chomping down a bucket of fried chicken and congratulating yourself for avoiding steak, you might want to slow down and rethink your strategy. Even when poultry is cooked simply, grilled, boiled, or roasted, the amount and frequency still matter. Uric acid metabolism isn't just about what food you eat once, it's about your dietary pattern over time. Regularly consuming moderate purine proteins in large amounts can gradually elevate your baseline uric acid levels. It might not trigger a gout flare tomorrow, but it builds up, especially if you're also skimping on hydration, fiber, or alkalizing fruits and vegetables that help buffer uric acid production. Then there's turkey, often viewed as a protein hero at holiday tables and gym meal preps alike. Sadly, turkey tends to have even higher purine levels than chicken. So if you're leaning heavily on ground turkey, deli slices, or leftover drumsticks as your daily protein fix, you're not necessarily dodging the bullet. You're just changing the shape of the projectile. Duck and goose? Even richer in purines. Tasty, yes. But if you're dealing with uric acid problems, these birds might as well be gout grenades in disguise. And don't forget the processed poultry products, nuggets, sausages, deli meats, or grilled chicken that somehow has a 3-month shelf life. These are often full of sodium, preservatives, and low-quality meat scraps with unpredictable purine content. You're not eating clean, you're eating Frankenstein food dressed up in a chicken suit. So, is poultry safer than red meat when it comes to uric acid? In most cases, yes, but safer doesn't mean safe. Lean poultry in moderation, especially when skinless and simply prepared, is generally better tolerated. But portion size, cooking method, and overall diet quality still play enormous roles. If you're eating massive piles of chicken every day and ignoring your water intake, your joints won't care how lean it was, they'll still pay the price eventually. Here's the honest warning. Treating poultry like a guilt-free protein buffet is a common mistake for people trying to dodge red meat consequences. But the body isn't fooled by semantics. If your kidneys are already strained or your uric acid levels are creeping up, even the cleanest roast chicken can push things over the edge when consumed without balance or restraint. So yes, poultry can fit into a uric acid conscious diet, but only if it's approached with a little humility, a lot of moderation, and none of that, I deserve a second thigh because it's not beef logic. Because at the end of the day, too much of even a good thing still ends with your toe in a bucket of ice and your dinner plans ruined by pain.